Hello, my name is Bella, and the book I'm going to read is called Madeline and the Bad Hat by Ludwig Bemelmans. Let's look at the cover together and let me know what you think the book might be about. Here's a picture of where the story takes place. Does anyone know what that is called? Where a story takes place? It's the setting. Where do you think the setting of the book is? It is Paris, France. All right, let's get started. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines lived 12 girls in 2 straight lines. They left the house at 9:30. In 2 straight lines in rain or shine. The smallest one was Madeline. One day, the Spanish ambassador moved into the house next door. Ambassador, what do you think an ambassador is? It is a person sent to represent a country. This ambassador is representing Spain. Look, my darlings, what bliss, what joy! His Excellency has a boy. Madeline said it is evident that this little boy is a bad hat. What do you think the phrase bad hat means? A bad hat is someone who does naughty things. In the spring, when birdies sing, something suddenly went zing, causing pain and shock surprise during morning exercise. On hot summer nights, he ghosted, woo! In the autumn wind, he boasted that he flew the highest kite. Year in, year out, he was polite. He was sure and quick on ice. And Miss Clavel said, isn't he nice? One day he climbed upon the wall and cried, come, I invite you all. Come over sometime, and I'll let you see my toys in my menagerie. My frogs and birds and bugs and bats, squirrels, hedgehogs, and 2 cats. The hunting in this neighborhood is exceptionally good. Menagerie, what do you think that means? A menagerie is a small zoo where people can see the animals. But Madeline said, please don't molest us. Your menagerie does not interest us. What do you think molest means in this story? In this story, molest means to bother or annoy. He changed his clothes and said, I bet this invitation they'll accept. Madeline answered, a torero is not at all our idea of a hero. The poor lad left. He was lonesome and blue. He shut himself in. What else could he do? What do you think a torero is? Look at how he's dressed. You're right, a torero is a bullfighter. But in a short while, the little elf was back again, and his old self. Said Miss Clavel, it seems to me he needs an outlet for his energy. A chest of tools might be attractive for a little boy that's very active. I knew it. Listen to him play, hammering, sawing, and working away. Oh, but that boy was really mean. He built himself a guillotine. He was unmoved by the last look the frightened chickens gave the cook. He ate them roasted, grilled, and frito. Oh, what a horror was Pepito. One day went out to take the air. Madeline said, oh, look, who's there? Pepito carried a bulging sack. See, that's a sack right there, and there's Pepito. He was followed by an intercreasing pack of all the dogs in the neighborhood. That's a lot of dogs. That boy is simply misunderstood. Look at him bringing those doggies food. Goodness. He said, let's have a game of tag and let a cat out of the bag. There were no trees, and so instead, the cat jumped on Pepito's head. And now just listen to the poor boy crying, "Ah, succor!" Which you must cry if by any chance you're ever in need of help in France. Miss Clavel ran fast and faster to the scene of the disaster. She came in time to save the bad hat, and Madeline took care of the cat. Goodbye, Fido. So long, Rover. Let's go home. The fun is over. There was sorrowing and pain in the embassy of Spain. So sad. The ambassadress wept tears of joy as she thanked Miss Clavel for saving her boy. Nothing, said the ambassador, would cheer up poor Pepito more than a visit from next door. Only one visitor at a time. Will you go in first, Miss Madeline? So Madeline went in on tiptoe and whispered, "Can you hear me, Pepito? It serves you right, you horrid brat, for what you did to that poor cat." "I'll never hurt another cat," said Pepito. "I swear to that. I've learned my lesson. Please believe I'm turning over a new leaf." "That's fine," she said. "I hope you do. We all will keep our eyes on you." What do you think the phrase "turning over a new leaf" means? Turning over a new leaf means that you're changing your ways, so you're becoming a better person. Well, it could be for better or for worse. In this case, he's trying to become a better person and do things that are less naughty. And lo and behold, the former barbarian turned into a vegetarian. What do you think a barbarian is? It's someone who is very rude and mean. And what do you think a vegetarian is? Does anyone know what that means? Like, have you heard the word? A vegetarian is someone who does not eat meat. And the starling and turtle, the bunny and bat, went back to their native habitat. His love of animals was such. Even Miss Clavel said, "It's too much." The little girl all cried, "Boo-hoo!" But Madeline said, "I know what to do." Why do you think the girls are so afraid? Because he was letting all the animals out of the cages, even the larger ones like the elephant and the lion. My goodness. Whew. And Madeline told Pepito that he was no longer a bad hat. She said, "You are our pride and joy. You are the world's most wonderful boy." They went home and broke their bread and brushed their teeth and went to bed. And Miss Clavel turned out the light and she said, "I knew it all would come out right." The end.